Yo, what's the deal, man? It's your player partner, Bobby Yay Jones, man, and I'm back at you, man. You feel what I'm saying? I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back off that hiatus, man. But look, check it out. This story right here, man, I'm going to take you back to the county jail, man. I think it was like 4,500, 4,600, 4,700, 4,800, whatever it was. It was dorm living. It was on the 400 floor, right? So I told you the story about the small blood or the small Pyru from Limehood Pyru, man, and how the cat who looked like Gucci Mane from Fruittown Pyru, how he was, organizing boo-bop squads and all this and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? When I first stepped into that dorm, man, I knew that it was wild, right? And I knew that it was a hands-on policy just by how individuals was politicking in there, how cats was getting down, like, right? Story. So when I'm going through process and intake, right? I'm in the tanks, getting ready to, go to your to wherever you gonna be at, like, you feel what I'm saying? So when you getting processed and all this, they put you in these tanks. The first thing they do, they say Hispanic, Sureños, over here, if you're affiliated or you ride with the Mexicans, the Sureños, go over here. If you're a black or you're affiliated or ride with the blacks, go over here in this tank. And I'm not for sure if they divide the Caucasians, the whites. The whites may go in with the Sureños, you know what I mean? Because I don't ever recall them saying, if you're a white or a wood or you ride with the whites or woods, go over here. I don't recall that. I think the whites may go in with the Sureños. I think they may fall up on, not under the Sureños, but they may, be segregated together. All right, so while I'm in the tanks, man, it's this young cat say he do music, this, that, and third, man. I'm like, man, that's cool. Like, man, that's what's up, man. Like, man, you want me to kick something for you, big bro? Yeah, man, kick that shit. Like, so he started rapping and all that, and the shit that he was rapping was kind of cool. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm part of this crew. I do this and I do that, man. And he's showing me his tats and all that. I'm like, where you from out there? Like, he's like, man, I'm from Rolling 40 Crib. I'm like, you from 40s? All right, for sugar there, man. Much love to the 40s and all this and all that. Got a couple of player partners from 40s, man. Turtle, aka Spotty Face, that's my guy, you feel me? My nigga C Nasty, Crip Nasty, that's my nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Even just going back to elementary, junior high school days, my nigga Insane, Sergio, you feel me? Much love to cuz too, man. I hope you're very and well, man. Much love, you know what I mean? Send my love and respect out to y'all, so a nigga got love for the 40s, like, right? So I'm like, for Shigadale. He's like, where you think they gonna send us? I'm like, man, I don't know, cuz, but wherever they send us, cuz, I doubt we be there, for an extended amount of time, man, because, they gonna start sending niggas out the Wayside. Wayside is another Los Angeles County Jail facility that's out there in Castaic. It's out there by Magic Mountain and all that. It's out there in the mountains, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, man, I doubt that, man. They gonna start, depending on your point level and all that, they gonna send a nigga to Supermax. I know I'm for sure going to Supermax because my point levels be high, right? So boom. They rounding us up. We coming up out of these tanks, man. When you're going from Twin Towers, if I'm not mistaken, that's where you start off at. You start off in Twin Towers, right? And I'm not talking about housing. I'm just talking about the process. The whole process of the county jail starts in the Twin Towers. Then they got tunnels and all that goes from the Twin Towers that goes to the old county jail. Then they got these escalators that you get on and all that shit. Like, right, make a long story short, they drop us off on the 4,000 floor. I think it's like 4,500, 40, whatever it was, right? I'm not real good with numbers and all that shit. And my life isn't based off remembering the numbers of the flows and all this type of shit, like, right? So boom, they take us to this dorm, man, and as soon as we get in there, man, some niggas run to the door, like, you feel me? As we going in, niggas run to the door. Where y'all from, cuz? Where y'all from, blood? Man, I'm from Eastside PJ Watch Crib. That's my response, like, cause nigga, you ain't about to just press a nigga like that and all this, like, nigga. So if you come with that type of energy on PJ Crip, that's what you gonna get back, like, right? So it's like, oh, you got some homies in there. I'm like, all right, for sure, cuz, on mic. So I go to my bed, putting my bed together and all that, and I had probably two or three homies, and one nigga that had like major love for the hood, like, right? So they come and they see it's me, it's Jay, like, you feel me? So they excited, I'm hollering at my player partners and all this and all that, like, right? So a cat from 40s, he either introduced himself or I heard cuz say, I'm from 40s. I'm like, hey, cuz, you got a homie that just rolled up. He's like, no, ain't none of my homies roll up. I'm like, on PJ Crip, nigga, on Steve-O, nigga, I was just downstairs with him. And I described the young nigga like, right? So they're like, the nigga 40's like, who? Cuz? I'm like, yeah, that's your homie, cuz from 40s. He was like, man, that nigga said he ain't bang. I'm like, what? Like, no, cuz. All right, for sure. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to press that issue, and I don't want to be a part of the aftermath or the consequences of cuz and me being in the tank and cuz telling me from 40s, and then we get up here and it's like 4 or 5 BPSs in there. It's a dude from Brim's in there. Cuz has some Amigos in there. But the young dark-skinned cat from 40s, kind of like chubby type young nigga, cuz had faded everything in there, like on PJ Crip. So cuz go press cuz like, and then the young nigga like, man, I ain't from 40s and whoopty whoop and all that. So one thing about the county jail and just Los Angeles County, period. I'm talking about the county jail and Los Angeles as a county outside of the county jail. First thing niggas gonna want to do is, man, let me see your tattoos, my nigga. And sure as shit stank, cuz had RFC on him on PJ Crip. So the young nigga from 40s, cuz feel hot. He feel played on PJ Crip. So you already know what he do, man. You know, they go holler at the Hispanics, the Sedanios. Hey, man, we need some time to, you know, holler at and handle one of ours. You feel what I'm saying? The Hispanics, you know, they move to the front. You know, they do their TV program time. They telling their homies, program, homies. Hey, homies. Hey, eyes front, homie. Hey, program, homie. So they take the young cat to the back. That when I was in the tank with him, cuz was from Rolling 40 Crib. You feel what I'm saying? So they take him to the back. First cuz from I forgot how the boo-bop order went, but I know the cats, a couple of cats from BPS had got down with him, right? One of the cats from BPS, light-skinned dude with a shit bag, ain't too much fancy, cuz, like, you feel me? And cuz knew that. Cuz knew to stay far the fuck away from me, right? And this is why I say this, right? The cat was trying to go over the top and the disciplining and laying of hands upon this young cat. When I was in the tank with him, cuz was from RFC. But when we hit the dorm, he said he ain't gangbang. This is less than 25 minutes, like, right? But he's still black, homie. And being that he's black, he should be owed some level of compassion and leniency. I'm not saying let his cowardice actions go unnoticed, right? But if he don't want to bang and he don't want to bang, you can't force him to bang. He marked himself out. You ain't got to put no hands on him, because when he get back to the streets and his homies found out that he say he was a member, got RFC on him, and he get in the streets and they find out that he wasn't banging and he dropped his flag, his homies just gonna fuck him off. I didn't feel that it was proper protocol. It wasn't proper customs to allow the cats from BPS to put hands on him, and he said he don't gang bang. Now, the young dark-skinned cat from 40s that was in there catching all phase and all that, if he feel disrespected and he feel that his homie or the young cat had engaged in some ignominious conduct and he wanted to put hands on him, it's cool. This cat supposed to be from your set, and he come in here saying that he don't bang, and sure shit stank, he got RFC tattooed on him. So if you want to get that issue, you're well within your right to get that issue. But as far as them cats in that dorm allowing them cats from BPS to get an issue with him too, ain't too much fancy that. So the cat from BPS, light-skinned dude, man, with the shit bag, you know, when it was his turn to get down with him and the youngster went down, man, he was trying to just dog him and take advantage of him. So I grabbed his arm and the nigga snatched. And I'm like, man, watch out, man. Y'all ain't about to just dog him like that, man. That ain't cool. Like, man, he black. And my homie's like, man, yeah, it's their issue. Let him. But he black. At the end of the day, he black. And I'm pretty sure he get the message. Around that first or second fade, he got the message. We're not going to get him in here and belittle him, right? We're not going to get him in here and torture him. He just needs to know that the conduct that you're engaging in is dishonorable conduct, young homie. And there's consequences and repercussions to it. But we're not going to get you in here and unalive you, or we're not going to get you in here and try to emasculate you. Like, no. So I digress. In this dorm, man, like I tell you, the rep of that dorm was the dude from Fruittown, Piru. Not Fruittown Brims out of South Central, but Fruittown, Piru from up out of Compton, right? Cat looked like Gucci Mane. I can tell that he had, number one, never been to prison because of the way that he was structuring and running things in that dorm. I knew that he had never been to prison. That was obvious because it's certain protocol that we follow when we be into the pen. It's certain things that we allow and don't allow when we been to the pen. So this cat had never been to the pen, and I doubt that he has ever been in a position of power because he was too aggressive with his power. Sometimes power is soft, silent, and deadly. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, the way that he was just running his car, you know what I mean? I knew this brother had never been to the pen because he's doing certain things that can make individuals crash out, if you know what I mean. But make a long story short, man, I get acclimated into the dorm, get ingratiated into the dorm and all that. You know, I'm in there, shit, it's program time, you know what I mean? Fucking with the homies, writing my letters and all this type of shit, and writing poetry, writing my little stories and all that, just keeping my mind in the here and now as I see what's going on with this case that I was facing, man. You know what I mean? This particular case, they was trying to give me, how much time they was trying to give me? I think they was talking about 15 years. You're going to give me 15 years, man? You looking at 15 years? All right, fuck it, cuz. But hearing that I'm facing 15 years, my bad, but hearing that I was facing 15 years, it was depressing. And it kind of made me feel like a failure to my kids because at this point in time, man, I'm fighting tooth and nail to liberate my kids from the custody of the Department of Children and Family Services. So I feel like, fuck, I fucked up and I can't get out there to be a father to my kids, man. You know what I mean? Without me being a part of their life, man, my kids is doomed by the system. But make a long story short, one day I was going to visit. I had a little female coming to see me and shit, so I'm going to visit. As I'm going to visit, I look to my right, and it's a blood dude from New York. The blood dude from New York wanted to show that he can be just as tough and he can be just as ferocious as the bloods from out of Los Angeles County, the West Coast bloods. You feel what I'm saying? He wanted to show he can be down, and, you know, everything is down on bloods, on, man, what's up, Don Movers, Bracken blood? You know, I'm just picking back being bull blood on bloods. And, like, you know, sometimes the bloods can be over the top with they blooding. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, blood, what was Bracken blood? Big back be bull blood. Hey, blood, you gonna eat those chocolate bookies blood, and, you know, all that, right? So the cat from New York named Junior from 100 and Terrace, Long Island, right? He was a Long Island blood, like, you feel me? I guess out there he's a real, like, respectable and reputable cat, known for busting heads and shit, because we had began to have conversations and interact and potentially talk about potentially conducting some business if I can get from up under it honorably, get from up out of this situation that I was facing, right? So make a long story short, we exchange information and all that. But before that, right, let me rewind. I'm going to visit. As I'm going to visit, man, I see a dude out there crying, like crying, just rocking and crying, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, man, I hope cuz all right, because usually when it's situations like that, somebody done died in the nigga family, like, you feel me? So I see the sheriffs going back over there to tend to him, or going towards him, and I'm believing to tend to him, right? So while all this is going on, man, another blood and a couple of other dudes has seen him, and they seen him out there, you know, confabbing, you know, talking to the sheriffs. So they instantly go back and they tell the rep, like, hey, blood out there talking to the police, blood on the reels. So they come up with the ingenious idea to whoop his ass. They was gonna fuck cuz up, right? So when I come back from visiting, you know, I'm visiting and all that, man, you know, I got some, you know, some good news, man. You know, I'm feeling joyous and all that. Like, yeah, man, it's going down, man. About to get this private attorney and all this and all that, and he talking good, man. It's marvelous. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I have to put a few dollars up and all that. And, you know, here some of my kin folks, my big sis, like, listen, man, this is what I need. And, you know, she tore it off. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, man, shit, I ain't about to be here that long. Like, you know what I mean? But make a long story short, I get back and you know, they hipping me to what's going on and all this. I'm like, hell no, cuz, man, that nigga went out there on no snitch shit, talking to the police, man. I seen it, like, you feel me? Man, that nigga was out there crying, homie. I don't know what's going on with him, but that nigga was out there crying. My nigga, like, boo-hoo crying. So, the crib partner that I was talking to, like, yeah, like for sure, yeah. I'm like, man, cuz I put everything on it on PJ Crip, nigga. I put the house on it. That nigga ain't no rat. That nigga ain't no snitch. That nigga wasn't talking to the police, you know, in like a, you know what I mean? Like, man, no, man, that nigga was like crying, homie. And I seen the police going towards him. So as I see the police going towards him, the cast is coming back from medical. They seen when he was actually talking to the police or talking to the sheriffs, and they ran back and told that. So, you know, I pulled cuz to the side, like, man, what's up, homie? Like, man, what's going on with you? He was like, man, I just got news, man, that my wife is dying, man. My wife got 3 months to live, man. She got cancer. The cancer spread all through her body, man. But, you know, these niggas trying to DP me, man, and I'm telling them, man, I'm not no snitch, man. I'm a real blood, and I'm with the movement, and I'm with this, and I'm with that, man. I'm not no snitch and whoop and all that, man, but they about to DP me, man, and all this and all that. I'm like, listen, cuz. I say, listen, look at me, man. Look at me eye to eye, homie. I say, hey, cuz, is your wife really cancer ridden? Did she really got cancer? And you know, you got word that she about to, you know what I mean? She got 3 months to live. He was like, big bro, I wouldn't lie to you, man. Look at me like, man, I'm all fucked up. I say, when I walked past you, homie, I seen you out there crying. He was like, man, he excited. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He feel like he got somebody to corroborate his story, because he told him, like, man, I was out there crying, man. My wife is about to whoop and all this and all that. But the nigga from Fruittown, Paru, the Damus, they ain't going for it. They believe that this nigga's a snitch. So make a long story short, man, I build rapport with him, and I go up there and I tell him, like, nah, man, this nigga ain't no snitch, man. I seen this nigga out there, man. He was woo wop, and this, that, and third, and so on and so forth, and all this and all that. Like, you feel me? If I didn't do that, homie, that brother was gonna be lunch meat. Because of the governing body for the Damus, homie, they was hands-on policy. Any type of misunderstanding, any type of infraction, you was getting your motherfucking ass whooped. You feel what I'm saying? But like I had told y'all in the other video, you know, the Damus really didn't like the little standoff that we had, man. You know what I mean? So when I come, me again, you feel what I'm saying? When I come with this and I'm saying, like, nah, man, this dude was whoop and all that, and this, that, and third. But this time, like, and like last time too, like, I'm not about to let these dudes whoop this dude out. Like, no, man, like, that wouldn't be right. This cat, old lady is dying, homie, from cancer. She got 3 months to live. This nigga way out here in Los Angeles County, homie, can't get out there to his people, can't see his old lady, and depending on what happened or transpiring in these courts, man, this dude may be sitting down for upwards of 6 months to a year, homie. He may not even be able to, you know, make the funeral and all this type of shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, man, they were hesitant to change their stance on the DPing of him. But like I told my homies, like I told the Crips, like, cuz if they DP this nigga, man, I'm getting cracking, and it's just going up. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's another story from the county jail, man. And I elected to tell this story because I've been receiving messages saying that, since I made a video about an influential blood, I'm anti my blood brothers, man. If you don't knock that shit off, man, I got some real Damu partners that I really, really fuck with. Got a lot of love for them, and they got a lot of love and respect for me as well. You feel what I'm saying? So me being a melanated, carbonated person, homie, that's something that you can't assign nor attach to my name, homie, because I have stories, I have situations, and I have incidents to where I stood up for a blood just like I stood up for a Crip. We all black, homie. So once we can get past that color barrier and start focusing more on being carbonated, melanated, aborigines, indigenous, natives, and all that, you feel what I'm saying, man? Then we can start making some type of progress as a people. Then we can start coming together and creating and strategically organizing certain things, homie, to where we can focus more on the love than the separation, the disunification, and the hate. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, it's your player partner, Bobby A. Jones, 2 Black, 2 Strong. We all we need, we all we got, man. I'm about this thing, man. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. The cat from New York, man, I had got out. He had got out, and I had Mac in to check in on him, man. His wife did have cancer, but she didn't have 3 months to live. What it was, she had went through one of his old phones and discovered that he was being you know, that he was being disloyal in their marriage. So she had let him know, you know, if you can go out and you can have a good time and you can FUCK, then I can get my PUSSY party and go out and have a good time and get, you feel what I'm saying? So that kind of like hit him, like, you feel me? And he ain't want to tell him like, yeah, man, you know, my wife out there cheating on me and I just can't take it. So, you know what I mean? He over exaggerated the situation with her having cancer. You feel what I'm saying? She had cancer, but the doctors did give her 3 months to live. What it was, she had found out that he was being disloyal in their marriage. You feel what I'm saying? And she was telling him like, you know, I can go out and do the same thing, and that kind of broke him off. You feel what I'm saying? That kind of broke him down. See, the thing about that, we can give it out, but it's hard for us to accept and come to terms too when it's on us. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all still be blessed, man. God bless y'all. Much love, much respect. Bobby A. Jones, gone.